But the reason that I was oh my godding this week's weekly one-shot involves Iron Legacy. Oh god. Alright. So, Frontier Justice. Sheriff Pratt hesitated as the caped figure in shining armor approached. He'd seen a lot of dangerous things in Silver Gulch, but this man was something else. So, for those of you that don't know, Iron Legacy is really hard. And we're using a team of Mr. Fixer, Argent Adept, and a Scholar. Scholar is pretty good at tanking. And Mr. Fixer can be good at redirecting things that are 2 or less, or for doing lots of things like making damage dealt to Iron Legacy being irreducible. And Argent Adept is normally pretty good, but takes a lot of setup. Now, since this is a fixed deck thing, we could have like a good situation or a fortunate situation, or they could just throw us the hardest setup imaginable with 2. Well, let's just start the game. So, since this is for mint attempts, I can't rewind, even if I make a mistake. I will never let down my guard. Justice must be dispensed to all, now. My tools are weapons in my hands. This fight will end swiftly. Okay. So Iron Legacy, at the start of the game, he reveals 3 ongoing cards and shuffles everything else. And Iron Legacy's deck is mostly ongoing cards. He has actually no. I guess he has more one-shots. That's 2, 5, 8, 11, 13, 15 one-shots, which means 10 ongoing. So not as many as I thought. But Armored Fortitude is bad, and Demoralizing Presence is bad, and Galvanized is bad, and Superhuman Redirection is bad, and Vigilance is bad. So let's just see what everyone has. We have an Alternating Tiger Claw to make Mr. Fixer's damage irreducible. We have Charge to deal 2 melee damage. We have Driving Mantis that whenever the first time Mr. Fixer is dealt 2 or less damage, I can redirect that. And Overdrive to strike twice. Argent Adept has an Arcane Cadence to reveal 5 cards and do lots of things. An Counterpoint Bulwark to help with damage reduction to heroes. Musaragni's Harp, which is an instrument, and a Saraband of Destruction, which can destroy ongoing or equipment or environments. And then the Scholar, who has draw 5 cards. Whenever I regain HP, deal 1 target that much energy. Deal 1 target 2 infernal damage, and target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of your next turn. And each player draws a card and either regains 2 HP or deals themselves 3 psychic damage. So that's interesting. So what's Iron Legacy doing? What's his first 3 ongoings? It's a Galvanized! And an Armored Fortitude! And an Armored Fortitude! Oh god. Okay. And another Galvanized. So the Galvanizeds are pretty trash because they are indestructible. So his damage dealt is permanently increased by 2. He only has 2 of these. So they're already out. But he's going, so at the end of his turn, he hits everyone for 3, plus 2, so he's hitting everyone for 5. Okay. And he's going to hit everyone for 5 until he flips, if he flips, or unless we beat him, which we don't really have much in the way of, like, burst damage, so we're sort of probably going to have him flip. When he flips, instead of hitting everyone for 5, he just hits the lowest for, well, 4. And he also regains 4 HP, which is probably a bit better, but it's going to involve sacrificing someone, most likely. But, you know, Scholar is usually someone that you would like to take damage with, so maybe we can make the Scholar be the lowest somehow, some way. But because of these Galvanized, I'm pretty sure Driving Mantis is not a good idea in this game, with the exception of Silver Gulch shenanigans. On this side, he's immune to environment damage. On the other side, he's not. So currently driving Mantis isn't a good idea. Charge is not going to get through. Alternating Tiger Claw would let me hit him for 1, and Overdrive would not do anything. So I'm pretty sure that the best move right now, unless I decide to be cute with driving Mantis, is Alternating Tiger Claw so that I can hit Iron Legacy for 1. Yay! First Blood! Okay. So the Saraband of Destruction I could use to destroy an Armored Fortitude. Mr. Arachne's Harp is not going to do anything. Counterpoint Bulwark will reduce damage to 2 heroes by 1, but the difference between 4 and 5 is, well, 1, but that's not that big of a difference relative to 5. And Arcane Cadence is a bit random. So I think Saraband and destroy things. So these are sort of like what I feel are the obvious plays, but they're probably trash plays. Like, I probably should have done something else in order to stay alive. Now, since I did destroy 1 Armored Fortitude, he's only at damage -1, so I could deal him 1 infernal damage, and then he can't deal damage the next round. So that gives us 1 more round to figure things out, as well as, you know, whatever devastating things he would do with a card play would be postponed. Mortal Form to Energy, I would not be able to hit him. Proverbs and Axioms, everyone can get a card. And I mean, Argent Adept could deal himself 3 psychic damage to destroy the last Armored Fortitude. And then Mr. Fixer could hit Iron Legacy for another 1. See, the Armored Fortitude, he's going to regain 3 HP at the start of his next turn. So if I want to make progress on his HP, then I want to destroy the Armored Fortitude. But the question is, do I want to do it immediately or wait 1 round? Because if I play Proverbs and Axioms, then I'm not playing Offensive Transmutation. If I play Know When to Hold Fast, I'm drawing cards but not doing anything else. And really, this would be nice to play when Mortal Form to Energy is out as well. So I feel like, I mean, the thing though is, what's the point of playing 1 more round if I'm not going to do really anything in the next round? And I mean, I could get out like Mr. Fixer's Dual Crowbars, and then I could do the Saraband of Destruction again. Maybe Arcane Cadence, just to figure out what's on the top of Argent Adept's deck, and then I don't know, this is not as obvious. Because the issue is, if I destroy Armored Fortitude this round, he's going to hit everyone for 5. If I don't destroy Armored Fortitude this round, then he's not hitting anyone for anything, but he is, or if I destroy Armored Fortitude, then I'm not stopping him from doing damage, and then he does everyone 5. If I hit him and stop him from dealing damage, then he's not hitting us, but he's going to recover to full HP, and then I'm sort of in the same situation as last round. So I feel like progress has to be made in some fashion somehow. But Proverbs and Axioms I could do next round, I suppose. Because it would be a bit nicer to have Mr. Fixer's Dual Crowbars, especially if there's an environment thing that he can hit. So I'm just gonna do this now. There's a burst thing. He deals a non-environment target with the lowest HP, which is of course Argent Adept. He restores HP. He is prevented from dealing damage, and the player with most cards in hand discards 3 cards. So knowing when to hold fast was not a good card to play, because I would have discarded cards here. I feel like Argent Adept's probably the better choice, because I would like to keep, you know, Charge and Overdrive for Mr. Fixer. And I would like to keep, you know, all of those cards for Scholar, and I can Arcane Cadence, or I could Instrumental Conjuration, but I mean, like, I know what my power is going to be anyway, so I think I'm going to do Argent Adept and keep the Arcane Cadence. And then he doesn't deal damage, so 1 round off, and now I can dual crowbars. Actually, yeah, well, yeah, with dual crowbars, with the Proverbs and Axioms, when Mr. Fixer hits himself, he can also hit Iron Legacy. So I get another Driving Mantis. So now I can Arcane Cadence and Inspiring Super Tonic, so Mr. Fixer can do twice as much. That might be good to play. So I have to be very careful with the order in which I play these, because I can't undo. So I want to get out Inspiring Super Tonic. Unfortunately, I discarded the thing that would allow me to do Inspiring Super Tonic and then something else, like Musaragani's Harp. I would have been able to accompany the Inspiring Super Tonic. I don't think I'm going to be using Sadistic Dissonant. Vernal Sonata is normally something you would always want to put in your hand, because this is the only card that Vernal Sonata can't take from the trash. Akpunku's Drum and Zoo's Bell. I don't really have much in the way of songs for the moment, so I mean, I think I want to play Inspiring Super Tonic, but I'm still going to destroy Armored Fortitude this round. So if I want to play that, would it make sense to... Well... Yeah, these are not perform of harmonies. This one's the only one. Zeus Bell's the only one that would play with the harmony. I think the strategy here is to have Mr. Fixer take out Iron Legacy. So to get to that end, I think we're going to keep Vernal Sonata so that, you know, if I play Charge, then Argent Adept can get Charge back. So, select a card to put in hand. Alright, we're putting Vernal Sonata in hand. Select a card to put on top of the deck. So which of these 3 cards are better to keep? Well, does he have destruction of things? He has destroy 2 equipment cards. He has destroy 2 hero ongoing cards. This is... Each player must either discard 2 cards or destroy 1 of their cards. So if I want to keep this Inspiring Super Tonic going, then I should try to keep the Sadistic Dissonant for a future use. So I'm going to put that on the top. I'm going to make Zoo Spell as my trash so I could get it back. I think that's probably better. Actually, no. Akpunku's Drum, I could... Maybe. No, we'll put 2 spells there. Alright, I did that correctly, and now I can destroy Armored Fortitude. Yeah. I just want to make sure that I'm destroying the right thing, because if I say to destroy Galvanized, then nothing happens. Proverbs and Axioms. So, each player draws a card, so everyone can do things. Riveting Crane, okay. And now let's have Mr. Fixer hit himself. And then let's let him use this power to hit Matthew Hayes. And then Iron Legacy. Now if Argent Adept hits himself, then I can have Argent Adept let Mr. Fixer use a power to hit Matthew Hayes. Oh shit. Oh. God damn it, I forgot you can only use a power once per turn. God damn it. Well, that was a waste because I can't undo. So, that's okay. That's okay. Matthew Hayes is only gonna hit Argent Adept again. And that's gonna hit everyone. That's the very first time that I forgot that you can't do that. Oh, baby! Argent Adept can't deal damage! Oh, actually, Argent Adept's dead. Okay. See, if I had hit Matthew Hayes, then I would have hit Iron Legacy one more time, and then he wouldn't have been hitting everyone for 5. Just saying. So, Argent Adept's passives. One hero regains 1 HP, one hero may use a power now, select a damage type, until the start of your next turn, increase all damage of that type dealt by hero targets by 1. So at least we still have the capability of Mr. Fixer using a power. However, Mr. Fixer is now the lowest. So when Iron Legacy flips, he's gonna go after Mr. Fixer. So we have Matthew Hayes and we have Tyler Hayes. And Tyler Hayes is hitting everyone for 2, and Matthew Hayes is hitting the non-environment target with the lowest for 4. So currently both of those is Mr. Fixer. Whenever a gunman card will be dealt damage, redirect the damage to this card. So the Stout Barrel is going to have to be killed first if I'm going after environment targets. If Argent Adept are still alive, he could destroy environment targets, but I didn't think that through. Actually, the only reason that Argent Adept died is because I had him hit himself to use a power. That's why you don't do that. Okay. That was a terrible, terrible decision. Oh well, can't go back. I'm probably not going to get mint, but we're not going to go back. I think Charge is better than Overdrive in this situation. Oh right, because I was going to play... Ugh, I can't... Okay, whatever. Again, can't look back. If I play Riveting Crane, that's going to make... That's going to reduce damage. Yeah, I think Charge... Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Charge is the best play. I'm not going to think about this because there's not really any reason to. And then I can take out Matthew Hayes. The only reason not to take out Matthew Hayes is if I would be assured that Iron Legacy would be lower than Mr. Fixer. I don't really... So, if I keep moving... So let me think. So, Iron Legacy is going to be hit for 3 in one fashion or another. He's going to be at 14. So I need to be able to do another 2 damage to him in order for Matthew Hayes to want to hit Iron Legacy. And it'd be a bit nicer to have Iron Legacy be the lowest on the flip side so that Matthew Hayes and Tyler Hayes would both be hitting Iron Legacy. That being said, Tyler Hayes is going to hit Mr. Fixer for 2. He's going to be at 10. Iron Legacy is going to hit him for 5. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Argent Adept lets Fixer use a power. So I can hit Tyler Hayes twice. in Iron Legacy will go to 11. And then I don't have anything to worry about. Okay, yeah, that's... yeah, because then Iron Legacy will be at 11, which is less than Mr. Fixer, so Matthew Hayes will be hitting Iron Legacy. So that's the better idea. Also, I forgot Iron Legacy is not reducing damage currently. If I know when to turn loose, I would hit him for 4. He'd be down to 7. If I'm going to know when to turn loose, I could also play know when to hold fast and draw 5 cards. And then it would hit for 8. Iron Legacy will have damage reduction on the other side, but if Mr. Fixer is still alive at the next turn, that would be fine. The only issue is if... well, you can only ever conceivably destroy an ongoing or an equipment. You can't do both. If I play an ongoing, that's not going to save Alternating Tiger Claw. If I play 2 ongoings, I can save Alternating Tiger Claw. But even if Alternating Tiger Claw goes, I do have Riveting Crane. And Dual Crowbars will let me get past Iron Legacy's defense. So that will hit Iron Legacy for 2 at most. And then know when to hold fast, or know when to turn loose would hit for the full 8. So Iron Legacy would get 2. Know when to hold loose would do 8, so that's 10. So it'd be down to 1 plus... what's the HP recovers? 1 plus 4, he'd be at 5. So Matthew Hayes would presumably hit him for 4, and Tyler Hayes would hit him for 2. Assuming that Mr. Fixer's not at less than 5, because if he is, then that's not good. Because he's going to recover 4 when he flips. That's 15. So if I don't do this, then... okay, let me double think. Let me double check. So the one that would destroy ongoings are Iron Fist. He would hit the highest HP for 4, plus 2, which is 6, which is Scholar. And then on the other side, he hits the lowest for 2 plus 2, which is 4, which is Mr. Fixer. It would be down to 8. So Iron Legacy being down to 5 would be fine for Matthew Hayes purposes, because 8 is greater than 5. What other is there? He has things that can chain, right? Hits the one hero target with the lowest HP for 1 melee. A target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next villain turn. So that would be a bad card for him to play, because that would stop Mr. Fixer from doing damage. This one would be a sucky one to play, except it would also let Mr. Fixer hit him again, which would be funny. Whenever a hero uses a power, Iron Legacy regains 2 HP. That would sort of suck. But I think it would still profit in the end. 2 hero targets with the highest HP and destroy 2 equipment cards. That will hit Mr. Fixer for 4. He'd be down to 8, and then he'll be hit for another 4. He'll be down to 4, and then he won't be... even like dual crowbars will be gone, and... yeah. So that's a bad card to see. Former allies. Each player discards a card and play the top card of the villain deck. So that doesn't do damage, but we lose cards, which will lose the efficiency of no one to turn loose. This destroys 2 ongoings. Highest HP 3 melee and discard 3 cards. Deals each non-villain card target 2 melee damage, which is another bad one. Whenever to be dealt 5 or more damage from a single source, redirect that damage to the hero target with the highest HP. And also I forgot about Arch and Adepts use a power. So no one to turn loose is going to be a bad idea if he decides to, yeah. If he plays the ongoing, that I would redirect the thing. So I probably don't want to think about that. But I forgot about Arch and Adepts letting Mr. Fixer use a power. So I should be fine if I play Keep Moving. I can increase HP recovery by 1 and hit him for 2. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. That's a bit safer. We are not discarding cards. Oh, I forgot about the 2 from Tyler Hayes. And then this is gonna hit for 2. So there's a chance that Mr. Fixer is gonna die. Oh, and Matthew Hayes is gone too. Okay. Well, that's another way that things can go away. Yeah, I think Mr. Fixer's gone. Cause yeah, he's gone. It's now the Scholar Show. Go, go, Mr. Scholar. Select an equipment card in the hero trash and put it into play. Unfortunately, Scholar has no equipments. One player may draw a card now. Destroy an ongoing card. Both of those ongoings are indestructible. And all of Scholars are good. So obviously Scholar's going to draw a card. Argent Adept. One hero regains 1 HP. One hero may use a power now. Select a damage type. Until the start of your next turn, increase all damage of that type dealt by hero targets by 1. So I believe that the power is the best. I mean, the power is equivalent to regaining HP. Increasing energy damage by 1 is not going to do more damage than using a power now, right? Or is it actually... Actually, there's damage resistance, so... Yeah, actually, I think it might be... Actually... Yeah, I'm going to increase energy. Yeah, that's, I think, a bit better. So discard 2. I would like to know when to turn loose. How many copies are there? Is it just 1? There's 2. Unfortunately, yeah. Plan, Mr. Fixer dies. Yeah, exactly. I think I would have been better off if I didn't mistake and Argent Adept died. I'm not sure if I want to get out. Solid to liquid or more damage dealing. I need to overcome Iron Legacy's HP recovery. I think, unfortunately now, I entirely lack ongoing destruction. All of that, no, never mind, I do have ongoing destruction still, so I don't have to worry too much about ongoings, because Mr. Fixer will destroy them, but then Scholar is not going to be able to draw a card. So I think I want to keep moving and Transmutive Recovery. So I need to discard either the second Transmutive Recovery. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to really play No One to turn loose. Sorry. And I think I'll keep No One to hold fast. I'm just gonna do this. This will keep Mr. Scholar more alive, and then recover HP. Increase all lightning damage by 1. If only I was doing lightning damage. So what are you playing? Destroy 2 equipments, alright. Scholar's fine with that. Draw a card. So if I destroy Flesh to Iron, I can play Expect the Worst. Which will give me a nice effect of regaining 3 HP, hitting Iron Legacy for 3, and destroying this card. And then I can keep playing that. And then I can don't dismiss anything to get it back, potentially. So I could let Flesh to Iron get destroyed this turn. So I only have to discard 2. And if I want to keep the Expects the Worsts, I guess I'm not actually going to keep don't dismiss anything, because if I want to keep both of these, I have to discard the other 3, and I would probably want to keep don't dismiss anything and Mortal Form to Energy. Or I would rather discard that to keep no one to hold fast. And I think it's still better to increase energy damage by 1. I could let Mr. Scholar. I could let Mr. I think he's now Mr. Scholar Adept. Because he manifests these 3 heroes. Alright, Mr. Scholar Adept. You can regain 2 HP and hit Iron Legacy for 1. And then on your power phase, you can regain 2 HP and hit Iron Legacy for 1. You would profit 4 HP, and you would hit Iron Legacy for 2. It's the same damage, you get HP back, but if I'm expecting the worst, he's not going to lose HP for a while. So I think I would rather increase energy damage, especially this round. Energy, right? And I'm going to keep no one to hold fast, and the 2 expects the worsts. Except I have to be careful. So Mortal Form to Energy I'm keeping. Flesh to Iron I am not keeping. I'm going to expect the worst. Ooh. Taking out the explosives wagon would hit Iron Legacy for 2 and 2, but not hit Mr. Scholar Adept because he has reduced all damage dealt to him to 0. So I think there's a way to utilize that. But that's not going to matter at all. Expect the worst, -6. Okay, so Demoralizing Presence just came out, but I can destroy it. It doesn't really matter though unless I plan to keep the Expect the Worst. I mean, so if I'm going to Expect the Worst, I'm gonna regain 2 plus 1 is 3. I would regain 3 HP. And I would be hitting Iron Legacy for 3 with the increased energy damage plus 1. And Explosives Awake would increase it by another 1, so it would do 4. And then the base power would do 3, so I'd be hitting Iron Legacy for 7 this round. He's at 11. Yeah, because the Explosives Wagon is just going to do 2 and 2 when it goes off. So I think it's fine to just let Tyler Hayes take it out. So if Tyler Hayes is going to take it out, then he's going to take it out the next round unless the environment plays a card that hits everything. This hits everything for 3. So there's 1 Sustain the Portal, and there's 2 temporal events that could draw a Sustain the Portal. I think it's going to be better to play Expect the Worst this round. And then the next round it will get destroyed, obviously, but then the Explosives Awaken will get destroyed either this round or the next round. At that point, if Iron Legacy is not almost dead, then I'm basically lost anyway. Because I could always have the Explosives Awaken hit Iron Legacy first. So I think we're going to be playing Expect the Worst with Mr. Fixer. With Mr. Scholar Adept. So he doesn't really need to draw a card, because I'm going to be discarding the other 2. On the other hand, Demoralizing Presence, this is hero target for sure. I mean, if I'm expecting the worst, then Demoralizing Presence is not doing anything right now. So drawing a card is a bit better. That's actually a good card to draw. Increase energy damage, because that's going to do more over several instances of healing, I think. Hold on. Let me do the math. So either regain 1 HP. No, I think because I don't want Mr. Scholar Adept to get max HP, so I think it's a bit safer to just increase his energy damage by 1. So with Keep Moving, no, it's the same. He'll regain 2 HP and he'll hit someone for 2. Yeah, because now that will be in the case. He'll hit someone for 2. Otherwise, he'll increase these 2 instances. But I do want him to not actually regain that much HP. So I want to keep Solid Liquid in Mortal Form to Energy, so Expect the Worst does more. I would like to keep moving again. I'm just not sure that I would be able to... Because if I play Keep Moving and Expect the Worst, I'll have 0 cards. I'll draw 1 card at my end, and Mr. Fixer will have him draw a card. So he can only keep 2 of the 3 elementals. But if Argent Adept lets Mr. Scholar regain HP, Mr. Scholar Adept regain HP, then that might be better overall. Alright, I'm going to do that. So, what is going to be better? Mortal Form to Energy or Solid to Liquid? I think Mortal Form to Energy. So, he currently has damage dealt +2. Iron Legacy has damage taken -1. So it's +1 currently. So, currently he's going to regain 2 and hit 3. It could be 3 and then 4. If I play another Solid Liquid, that'll be regain 3, hit 4. If I play another Mortal Form to Energy, that will be regain 2, hit 3 and 3. So it's going to be better to get another Mortal Form to Energy out. And actually, I think we've won. Yeah. Tyler Hayes is gonna kill him. Alright. Well, despite my flub that killed Argent Adept and later Mr. Fixer, we managed to pull that off. I'm surprised too. I was like, alright, we're done. We lost. GG.